It is time for our Sunrise Smart Start.
A house is badly damaged by a fire in Penfield that happened late last night. Take a look at the video from the scene. Crews responding around 10 p.m. there. Flames could be seen shooting out of the back of the home. No injuries have been reported at this time. The cause of this fire is still being investigated. Some
sad news from Brighton to report. A high school student has died following a motorcycle crash while on vacation with his family in Ecuador. Joshua Aloa is remembered by the district as an energetic friend and soccer player. Officials say counseling services will be made available for students beginning today.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help finding a missing man. Take a look at the picture. 32-year-old Krzysztof Bajorski is from Perrington. He's 5'7", 170 pounds, and could be driving a gray 2012 Toyota Camry. If you have any information about where he might be, you're asked to please call 911.
Well, large stadiums and arenas will be allowed to reopen across New York beginning today. The capacity for guests must not exceed 10% of the venue's capacity. Each attendee must present a negative COVID test result within 72 hours of that event. The State Department of Health also must approve the venue's plan to reopen before people can attend.
The governor's office announcing new guidelines for nursing home visitation. Visitation depends on active COVID cases in the facility and the county's transmission rate. No visitations will be allowed if there are any positive COVID cases. If the county positivity rate is below 5%, visitors will not need a negative COVID test. If the rate is above 5%, visitors have to be tested prior to their visit. State Health Commissioner Dr. Howard Zucker says they're also limiting visitation to a fifth of the home's population.
Well, President Biden will be meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today. White House officials say they will meet virtually. The White House press secretary says the meeting will cover topics including climate change and the response to COVID-19.
Time now is 6:52, 30 degrees, another mild start this week.
Indeed, and we're watching the arrival of some light snow. It should be here shortly, although right now up at the Port of Rochester, still a little hint of color out over the lake as we await the clouds to thicken and lower, and that should happen here very shortly. Just a few moments ago, the sky was a lot brighter there, so the clouds are thickening up rapidly. Temperatures are largely into the 30s. There's that snow making its way in. I don't expect much more than a coating to an inch in most spots. And highs by later this afternoon will be in the upper 30s to near 40. Let's see what's happening on the roads right now. We'll get a check of that sunrise traffic with Austin Scott.
Good morning. On the east side, 104 coming in from Webster on time right now, as well as 590. To the west side, no delays on 390 southbound or 531. And 490 looks like it's up to speed all the way across the city. So it looks like a smooth commute for your Tuesday. From the Warm 101.3 Traffic Center, I'm Austin Scott. Back to you.
All right, Austin, thank you. Time now for the GRE Morning Business Report. Sager Beer Works in Rochester is helping Gigi's Playhouse spread awareness of World Down Syndrome Day.
The brewery is crafting a new beer called T21 based on the official diagnosis of Down syndrome, trisomy 21. The beer will be pre-order only through a limited run on March 21st. Gigi's Playhouse explaining how the beer's name, the recipe, and World Down Syndrome Day tie together.
So what this beer is going to do, it's going to tie in that 3 21st chromosomes into the beer. The way we're going to do that, we're going to have 3 malts, we're going to have 2 types of hops, and 1 type of yeast that will signify the 3-2-1 in trisomy 21 and World Down Syndrome Day and this beer.
Well, you can find the link to pre-order this beer by clicking on this story at rochesterfirst.com.
All right, time now for some news from around the state this morning. The State Department of Health now accepting applications for businesses looking to operate as processors, retailers, or distributors of cannabis hemp.
Yeah, that's right. This comes following a proposal that was filed back in October by the Health Department to regulate these products in New York State. They include many CBD products that are currently available for purchase, including vaporizations and oils, among other products.
Well, the state fair could possibly return this summer. Yesterday, the governor said if there is any way we can open safely, we will. Last week, Governor Cuomo announced that indoor and outdoor amusement parks can reopen with restrictions, but fairs are under separate guidelines. We're told the 2020 state fair, of course, was canceled last year.
It's been such a long road. People are just anxious to return to some sort of normalcy.
Yeah. Boy, it'd be fun to be back on the state fairgrounds this summer. Warm thoughts on a chilly February morning, Josh.
Yeah, and some snowy thoughts to convey for this Tuesday. Just a little bit of snow on the order of a coating to an inch by the time all is said and done, which should be by early this afternoon. The snow is on its way now, should be into Rochester within the next hour or two. So prepare for some slick spots for the tail end of the morning drive in particular. But as far as temperatures are concerned, again, another bargain with highs in the upper 30s to near 40 degrees. Before the snow gets here, still holding on to a little bit of color at the early hour at the Port of Rochester, but there is that snow again. It is light, but it will be falling intermittently in time for that morning commute, so keep that in mind.
Our next update coming up in about 25 minutes. CBS This Morning is up next. Be safe and have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and our apps for both news and weather.